And if we go to the book of John, the first man we find was Nicodemus. He went to see Jesus in the night. You know, he was one of the Pharisees. He was a big leader. He was a religious man. And he wanted to sneak through the night, you know, so the rest of the Pharisees wouldn't see him. He had to go see him and talk to Jesus. But he was a religious man when he was on his way to hell. And he went and talked to Jesus, and Jesus, I told him, and I've been laughed at for telling people this, you must be born again. And Nicodemus was confused about that. He didn't know what he meant. And Jesus went on to explain it to him. He got saved that night that he went to see Jesus. Because Jesus saves. And in John chapter 4, Jesus said, I must go through Samaria. Let's go through Samaria. Hey, you know them Jews, they didn't have anything to do with the Samaritans. They looked on the Jewish people looked on the Samaritans as dogs. They were lower than dogs. They wouldn't walk on the side of the street with them, same side of the street. They didn't want to have nothing to do. The Son of God said, have need to go to Samaria. Hey, he knew what was happening. He knew who he was going to meet. He knew where to meet her at. He met the woman at the well, and he had a talk with her. And he asked her a question, why don't you go get your husband? And she said, I don't have a husband. And he said, you're right. You've had 5 husbands. And the man that you're living with now, he's not your husband. He knew all about her, and he told all things about her. And that right there at the well that morning, she got saved. She got saved at the well. I read the history on this woman. Not only did she get saved, but she took the gospel of Jesus Christ to her family. Her family took the gospel and started preaching it. And they met a terrible end in this life because of it. But they didn't back up. And so, well, wait a minute, y'all gonna do this to me? Let me rethink this thing. They didn't do that. This woman was saved for an eternity, and she knew it because she believed Jesus Christ and what He said. Hey, she got a drink of that living water, and it followed her to the end of the time on this earth, and is still with her today. Jesus saves.